16 Subtle Signs of Sexual Tension. How to spot sexual attraction, flirting, teasing, dating and more. Leave a like on the video my love, and if you are new to the channel subscribe to receive new advice. Do this to help the channel continue to grow. Leaving a like is all I ask as a gift. You probably never realize, but there are different types of attraction. Maybe you once walked away from a relationship and thought, in comparison to the other person that I dated, I feel a different type of love for them. You may assume you either like someone or you don't, when in actual fact, you can have different variations of love and emotional connection. It probably makes sense when you think back to a relationship where you weren't sexually attracted to someone but were very drawn to them, and you couldn't make the relationship work. You couldn't understand what your brain was telling you. Did you know that for a relationship to actually last long term, you need to have a variation of different types of attraction? And well, it's obvious because looks alone don't actually solidify your relationship. Yes, it's an attraction type, but looking amazing doesn't guarantee love. So without further ado, get ready for the 10 different types of attraction. My name is Pamela Raquel and, well, you are incredible, so enjoy the video. Sexual attraction is probably the first type of attraction you thought of. It's the desire to be intimate with someone physically, sparked by how someone looks or even the way they hold themselves with their energy or body type. This attraction fades quickly, though, so you could consider this the initial eye-locking attraction. It brings people together and then makes way for another form of attraction when this one wears off. Sadly, you can feel this sexual attraction even when you are in an emotional connection with someone else, also known as cheating on your partner. To be needed and to need attraction is like a protective form of attraction, similar to what a pet, a child, or an adult would feel towards someone they need support from. This attraction makes someone feel safe with you, and the strong person who helps care for the other person wants to protect the other. It's a kind of mush of protective attraction. You'd expect to feel this type of attraction for your friends and family, and obviously when you have a partner as well. You do have that protective element, but this type of attraction is very unsuggestive and not sexual in any way. However, romantic and sexual attraction can build from this foundation. Social attraction occurs when you've been hanging out with someone that you really love being around, and perhaps you show your fair share of flirting and they flirt back. But when you leave them and go your separate ways, you actually rarely think about them when you get home. If so, this is social attraction. You both can vibe on a communicative level, except there is no desire to physically connect with them sexually. This type of connection can fool us into thinking that we really like someone when, in fact, we don't. We just really enjoy the social connection that we have with them. Alterous attraction is a bit of two types of attractions smushed together. It's like a romantic attraction but not fully, and it has platonic vibes too. So overall, it's a strong, deep emotional connection that's in the middle of a friendship and a romantic relationship. For example, you could show each other physical affection, such as a kiss on the cheek. You both could cuddle on the sofa, hold hands, sit on each other's laps. It's a serious level of commitment and companionship, but it doesn't quite fit the mold of a traditional romantic relationship. Uninteraction is feeling an intense attraction to one person, specifically only one person, for a long time or even for your whole life. You are attracted to someone regardless of their gender, orientation, their changing appearance, etc. Intellectual attraction is when you are attracted to someone's intelligence. It's a unique attraction style, but it's important, as some people cannot withstand a relationship unless they are with someone who is considered intelligent on their own level. This type of attraction doesn't mean that someone is more likely to fancy you if you have a very high-class IQ score. It just means that someone values to hear theories, likes to have different points of view, and considers you someone who is able to pragmatically think about the world in different scenarios and viewpoints. Aesthetic attraction is very different from the first type of sexual attraction we talked about at the start of the video. With this form of attraction, you think that someone looks attractive, yet you don't feel the need to sexually embrace them. It could be compared to the feelings we have for a good-looking celebrity like Ryan Reynolds. We don't want to make out with them, but we acknowledge that they are very attractive. Emotional attraction is a relationship where you feel safe to share all of you, your dark secrets, your dreams, your goals, your gooey inner core. You want to open up emotionally and be honest because you trust this person. You can have an emotional attraction to your friends and family because of the urge of connection and the trust that you feel around them. This varies in degrees of attraction in comparison to your partner and obviously a family member. But an emotional attraction is important for your mental health. So if you don't have an emotional connection with a partner, make sure that you have one with a friend or even a close family member, and this is just as good. Physical attraction is something we have all felt at least once. Every one of us has a desire for physical closeness. We want to be touched in a non-sexual way through kisses or hugs. This could be with your parents or even your friends. As children, we depend on our parents or those who look after us to comfort us through physical touch, and then as we grow up, we depend on that physical touch from our friends instead. Romantic attraction is the usual standard form of connection in a relationship, the sexual desire and closeness. And you know what, you are right. It's an attraction of romance, which doesn't usually involve a sexual attraction. An asexual looks out for this type of attraction because it's a step up from a relationship. There is an emotional connection, but it has the sexual elements too. And to make things even more confusing, you can feel different types of attraction at one specific time for either the same person or for a multitude of other people. You can have a close relationship that counts as an emotional connection with your best friend, but you can have a romantic connection with your partner. Now, don't worry, there really is no rule that your romantic partner needs to fulfill all of these different types of attraction. However, the more types of attraction that you feel with your romantic partner, the higher the chance that your relationship will actually last long term. So let us know down in the comments, have you ever had a situation where you've left a relationship and thought, this is very different from my previous relationship? Or maybe you've gone on a date with someone, had a really great time, felt a great connection, and thought, this is an amazing person, but something's not right? It could be that you guys only had a social connection. So let us know down in the comments and give us your stories that you can share with everyone else, and I will see you in the next video. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. How to tempt girls without even speaking. Attract women without saying anything. Easy for anyone. There are so many articles out there telling you the best pickup lines, how to introduce yourself, how to compliment a girl, and what the best first thing to say is when, really, the attraction happens way before you even say your first word. It's all about your vibe, your body language, and with the help of today's video, you will be a master in attraction in no time. My name is Pamela Raquel, and welcome to the channel. Have an amazing day. Eye contact. It plays a huge role in attraction because it shows women that you are confident if you can hold a strong gaze during a conversation. But it also lets her know that you are interested if you make the glances before you even talk. We all happen to look into the eyes of strangers by mistake, of course. However, when you are attracting a woman, a strong gaze, teeming with a nice smile, lets her know that you are interested and inviting her for a conversation, and that you see her as more than just a friend. Therefore, before you even do the talking, just give her some strong eye contact, and that should really hit the mark. Make the woman do the chasing. Now, we have a whole video explaining the psychology behind why women actually love the thrill of the chase. But in short, women love chasing those they are interested in, and as soon as the role is reversed, she is not as interested or attracted. So use this to your advantage. Let a girl know that you are interested but not desperate for her attention. Some of the best ways to do this is to just have a great time wherever you are out. When you do see a potential lady, give her the glances and the smiles, but don't sack off whatever it was that you were doing. If you are busy shopping or with your friends, continue as you were, and by default, the woman will naturally come over or be inviting to your attractions that you can approach her. Obviously, after you've done your stuff, she will still be interested. Attractive body language. How you stand and actually hold yourself reveals a great deal about your inner state. If you can look confident on the exterior, no one's gonna know, and she definitely will not know, that you are nervous inside. Women are attracted to confidence, so that means standing tall with your shoulders back. Make sure you're not hiding away, talk with your hands, fill up the space around you. For example, putting your arm up on the seat next to you, because fidgeting and rearranging your clothing too much uses nervousness, which is a huge turn off. And the way that you walk plays a huge factor in her attraction for you. If you walk with confidence, imagine you are like a pro wrestler walking to the ring before his fight, but maybe not that powerful and dominating, but something like that, but kind of toned down 20%. Now, did you know that you are considered 50% more attractive if you have a shoulder swagger? Thanks to Texas University for finding this out. Wear a sexy cologne. As ladies, we are suckers for good-smelling cologne. I wish I could tell you the exact one to buy, but colognes are unique to you and they actually smell different on different people. So your best bet is to head to a cologne specialist store and find your scent. The power of smell is 40% stronger in females, so we do really notice a good smelling cologne. We literally stop dead in our tracks and turn around immediately to see who is wearing it. So if you team this up with everything else in the video, it's more likely she is interested in you and wants to make a move before you even look her in the eye. Show off your social skills. You don't always have to not speak to attract a woman, obviously. And even what you say and how you speak to people around a girl can actually make a huge difference. So find a conversation topic to have with someone next to the girl you are interested in and show off your intelligence and confidence. Plus, you come across very friendly. This makes you noticeable and gives her a sneak peek into your social skills and manners. A woman is attracted if she finds you physically charming but feels comfortable and safe, and being friendly with other people makes you so much more inviting. Draw the focus to your lips. Now, the lips are very, very sensual things on our faces. If you spot a girl, say across the tube station, you can switch her brain from stranger waiting for the train to a stranger with a primal turned-on sexual brain by just touching or licking your own lips. It will literally flood her brain with feel-good sexy hormones and get her wanting to start chasing you. Scrub up on your social media. This applies to attracting a certain lady that you have in mind or just ladies in general. When a woman is trying to figure you out, who you are, what you do, she will visit your social media pages. What you post on there, your pictures, your videos, your caption choices, hashtags, and tagged photos, are very important. Show off your hobbies and your interests on social media because it shows that you are humble and that you have something that you love to do. You can mention your accomplishments or something amazing that you've done. For example, share a photo of you bungee jumping or progressing in your career. Women are put off by images or status images that show arrogance, so those gym selfies may get you likes but not a long-term relationship. So use your social media as a way of showing off the best yet humble parts of yourself. Show off your social proof. Women are attracted to people that are wanted by others, as it shows the FOMO, the fear of missing out, effect. So when you are out in public, surround yourself with your friends. Women always notice a group of guys and would much prefer to date a guy that is socially up there on the ladder than someone who is just kind of a nobody. Attract her with your appearance alone. It's the unspoken rule of nonverbal attraction, isn't it? Now, you don't have to be born with dashing model looks to spark up the attention for the ladies. Just dressing like you care about your appearance goes a long way. Remember, women enjoy dressing up themselves, so they do appreciate when a guy can do it to himself with no other input from someone else. And grooming is a huge factor in getting a lady to look twice at you. So, tame the facial hair, have a good skin regime, keep your nails tidy, and having good-looking teeth will always help. Make adjustments to your appearance in public. There is just something about seeing a guy roll up his shirt sleeves that is really sexy, and I can't explain why. It just is. Trust me, wherever you touch will bring attention. So if you are standing next to someone that you want to attract, run your fingers through your hair so she notices your hairstyle, or adjust your tie or your blazer collar so that she notices your overall outfit. Be mindful of your space. Taking up space shows confidence and that you are not nervous in your surroundings. However, if you are standing close to a woman, you need to make her feel comfortable so that she doesn't stamp you as a creep. So pay attention to how close she stands next to you. If she seems to be getting closer, it's a huge indication she's attracted, but if she does pull away, it's a sign she's a little bit cautious, hesitant, or not interested. So this means don't enter that space next to her unless you know she's really interested in you first. But a great thing to do is to position yourself next to someone that's not in her space, just enough so that she can actually look at you. So if we put everything together from the video, stand in front of a lady, not too close, obviously, it's a bit weird. You can talk to the waiter about an amazing accomplishment you had, you can adjust your tie, you can sweep your fingers through your hair, match this up with some great grooming skills, some amazing smelling cologne, and you are well on your way to be attracting her without even saying a word. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. 15 Older guy traits that attract younger women to older men. Qualities young women chase in a man. If you have ever wondered why there seems to be an attraction for younger ladies to like older guys, well, this is the video for you. Think of the likes of George Clooney, Ryan Reynolds, and also Barack Obama. There's a fascination that women have, and today's video is going to explore that common theme that younger women have in order to want to date older guys. So stay right there, don't move an inch. My name is Pamela Raquel, and get ready for the video. There is a theory that they were neglected by their fathers, which means they're more likely to want to date an older guy. A study by St. Mary's University discovered a link between neglected daughters and also their need for attention from an older man. We could say, to fill that void they never had, also known as daddy issues. So, she is seeking something similar to her father to fix her broken heart, or maybe for some words of wisdom, advice, and guidance. However, she may not always be looking for an actual romantic relationship exactly, but it could be she just wants to seek out an older guy for wisdom, life mentorship, whatever it may be. However, things may progress into a romantic relationship, but for the majority of women that have had, let's say, less than ideal relationships with their own father, they do seek someone to protect them and to care for them, which typically comes down to, well, from an older guy. Now, Sarah Skensselberry and Dan Fowler investigated into the actual attachment styles of women that actually dated guys 10 years older than they are, and it turns out there is actually no correlation, no link to a daughter with daddy issues wanting to have a romantic relationship with an older guy. It's just, maybe it can happen accidentally, sort of. They are responsible and mature, I guess. Now, please do not hate me for this, but guys kind of grow up a lot slower than women. There's no rush for guys, let's face it, and the average couple of the same age can potentially reach conflict when they feel that, I don't know, he's lacking in responsibilities, he's not pulling his weight, or doing enough, and it could feel like she kind of does all the work and he gets away with it. Therefore, that would be a heavy attraction to an older man because, well, she feels it would make sense. Women want to date mature guys, they don't want to date teen boys. So, they feel that an older guy is much more loving, a lot more supportive, and loyal, and he has kind of gotten over the whole boys will be boys phase. They know what they want in life. An older guy knows what he wants out of life, and that's because he has failed a couple of times, and right now, he has solidified what his interests are, his values, beliefs, and well, his core values. So, this is something that we all get eventually later on in life, and a woman really does appreciate this in a man. And why wait for a guy to grow when you can just date an older guy? He has ambitions, career goals, and he is already potentially halfway to actually achieving his goal. They are more caring. Older men are much more patient, they want to work things out in a relationship, and they refuse to play any games at all. They have become, let's say, masters of communication. Well, that is due to their experience of past relationships. They have had many arguments, many conflicts before. Therefore, their current conversations are more soothing to a lady. She's gonna feel listened to, respected, valued, and very much desired. So we could say that her emotional needs are either met more often with an older guy, or the assumption is that her needs will be met with an older guy because, well, let's be really honest here, not every older guy is guaranteed to have figured his life out, but we kind of assume this from a mature person. They are not afraid of commitment. A younger man is. He's definitely afraid of commitment, isn't he? He has that fear of losing out on his freedom if he has a long-term relationship. But for an older guy, he is much more open to wanting to settle down with someone, which becomes the perfect match for a lady. The sugar daddy approach. Yes, you probably, I don't know, expected to hear this. So let's talk about it, but it is true. A lot of younger women are, for the potential of the time, attracted to an older guy for the financial security that he does bring. Whether it's trying to find a cooperating sugar daddy who, you know, showers them in gifts, Land Rovers, houses, all that jazz, or predominantly just a guy that they can have a relationship with that is also financially comforting, that is able to treat her once in a while. They have a wisdom about them. An older man has a lot of topics for discussion. His life experience, well, it's brought around a lot of wisdom, and this really does intrigue the younger woman. He has had a past, he's got many different stories, and she wants to hear every single one of them. She never gets bored hearing about his adventures of life, and it's a great attraction point for a younger lady. They are experienced in relationships. We briefly touched on this a little bit earlier on in the video, but the older man has had his fair share of long-term romances, one-night flings, and he's also experienced a lot of heartache. This means he's practiced his skills, knows how women think in a relationship, and has a bit more experience. He has learned what he wants in a partner, which is a great thing, and he is willing to make things work and compromise. His wild phase has passed, and he definitely understands that a relationship takes a lot of time, commitment, and trust, and they become partners. This really helps each other to grow if there is an older man involved. They do not mind housework. Ask a guy in his 20s to hurry up and clean the kitchen. He may avoid doing it completely or do a bad job so that you never ask him to do it again. However, with a mature guy, he will naturally clean without being told to do so. This is because he has learned the responsibilities of living and taking care of himself, and he is much more willing to help his partner out with jobs to ease up on the amount that she actually does. Plus, he probably wants to have a clean kitchen himself. They keep their head down. Mature guys avoid drama and confrontation. They prefer the route of just sitting down in a civilized fashion and being able to talk things out in the open with someone and come to some form of beneficial agreement for every party involved. This basically means they hate having arguments, it's just unnecessary drama. But the younger man, however, is readily available to prove his word and to expel his manliness if he has been questioned. This has advantages in social situations because, let's say at a bar, there's someone who's had a little bit too much to drink, and an argument kicks out with the older guy. So the older guy knows he doesn't want anything to do with this, so he will try to avoid those ugly arguments and try to defuse them as quick as he can. Therefore, he is more socially aware of his actions and his words around everyone, not just bar people, and obviously this means he's a lot better at picking up on social cues. They have less emotional baggage. A mature guy will not enter a relationship with an ulterior motive or even a lot of emotional issues brought on from his less than ideal childhood. If he did experience something like that, he has most definitely worked things out throughout the years and he knows that he shouldn't enter into a relationship with lots of issues going on. He's strong and stable, and ready to have a successful relationship. Therefore, this proves that women don't want to date guys with baggage, they want to date guys who have figured themselves out so that they don't have to essentially mother them. Despite what the media tells us ladies, we don't want to fix a guy and build them up, we want them to be on our level to begin with. There's less chance of infidelity. A younger guy doesn't want to feel tied down, which is what we talked about briefly. He may give in to temptations that are all around him and cheat on his partner to fulfill his needs, whereas a mature guy really does understand the turmoil of cheating. He knows what it creates, the emotions it brings, and he really wants to work things out in his relationship to stop the cheating temptation for the whole grass is greener approach, or he would just leave the relationship if he is not happy. So, a woman wants to avoid that heartache phase and go straight to an older man that will not cheat on her and values her for her. They are more romantic. An older guy understands that a relationship needs to be nurtured and the other person needs to have their love language met continuously. They need to feel desired and told regularly how much they actually mean to each other in order for the relationship to actually work long term. A younger guy misses out on this experience because he's not had it and he would just assume that buying flowers on Valentine's Day 2 years ago was enough to keep that passion burning in a relationship. But an older man, through this experience of his own relationships, knows, in general, not always but usually, what a woman wants and he knows he has to keep making the relationship work. They don't lie about what they want. Of course, a friend with benefits situation can still happen with a mature older guy, but he is honest about what he wants. He won't go on a couple of dates and then string a lady along with no exclusivity to then say he just wants things to be very casual. Instead, he will be honest from the get-go about his wants and also his emotional needs so that he doesn't hurt the other person. They are experienced in the bedroom. Dating experience not only brings that romantic gesture and obviously sweet nothings to the relationship table, but it also brings some experience in the actual bedroom as well. So, a woman would feel more drawn to an older mature guy as she assumes that, well, he knows a thing or two about what a woman wants in the bedroom. So he is assumed to be, we would say, a god under the sheet. Potentially, this doesn't always guarantee it, but it just means she can enjoy the moment, and she hasn't got to worry about having to teach someone those types of things, you know what I'm talking about, when she can just go straight to someone that has a whole bag of everything without her having to try too hard. We made it to the end of the video. If you like this video, give us a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It will make my day, and you can even go one step further and get your name up on our superfan board. These are some amazing people that actually support the channel every single month, and if you want to know more about that, then click the description box below to find out some more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.